Game week 11 preview and predictions. We got the usual suspects on the channel here today. Got Austin Forbes, got Barca Boy 103, and Max C Gaming all here as we usually are to round up a little bit of the Premier League action and to jump into our predictions for more than a few juicy matchups in game week 11. If you haven't done so already, like the video down below, subscribe to the channel for more weekly Prem content and a lot of matches coming up very, very soon. All right, man, before we get to predictions, got to do what we always do, right? We got some trivia, but we got to check in first on the standings. And, boys, Arsenal's down bad. I'm down bad on the predictions. I've fallen all the way to – Max has caught up to me now. There's literally like a fucking game separating us. I went 1 out of 5 again last week.
Jose, you're last to people who got 0 out of 5 twice. That's wild.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
That is wild.
I appreciate that, bro. I love a good Hofford kick when I'm down. It always pisses me back up.
That's what I'm here for, baby. Gets in.
Hell yeah. I love it. Look, I'll just like Arsenal, I will make the ground back up.
Bounce back.
I will bounce back.
Bounce back.
I gotta hope for that bounce back. Because yeah, bro. I went 2 hot takes, man. Ipswich fucked me over.
Almost got you. I think you got actually wrongly done there, unfortunately.
Bro, Jordan
Ayew though got me the points.
Ayew of all people. I literally thought it was done and clear. I was like, hey, got the hot take of the week. Good to go. In the 94th minute, this man crushed my dreams. United saved me with the draw, so it worked out well. Almost went 0-5.
Oh, that was your only one? Oh.
Yes, I know. It went to the last game,
I said United. I said the draw as well.
Well, it's the most drawn fixture in like Prem history. So
yeah, and that's. I mean, I was gonna take draw, but I was like, nah. I think we could have beat Chelsea. Honestly, Caicedo, beautiful goal. So can't complain.
But honestly, bro, United could have won. I mean, Chelsea probably had a few moments to win too, but
we had a good chance to win that game.
Maybe a draw's fair. Maybe a draw's fair.
Another top 6 sinker. Apart from that nice touch he had where he like nutmegged Ugarte and then like switched the play. That was clean. Apart from that.
How many of the big sixes has he faced already, by the way? 3
City, United, Liverpool.
Pretty much.
He gets Arsenal this weekend.
Arsenal this weekend, then Spurs
this weekend. Yeah.
So we'll see, man. If he ends up going again, I don't know. Might be a mid-table kind of merchant. I don't know. We'll see. But look, man,
Richmond's crazy.
Dude, it's kind of crazy that like. I was telling Austin before the show, Hofford just makes some of these bold picks sometimes, or like he gets the draws almost perfectly right, like out of nowhere.
Look at this
lead, bro.
The ball knowledge is just disgusting.
Stop,
I keep telling you all
We're not
this.
doing that. We're not doing
okay.
that.
Nah, ball knowledge is no. Don't talk about that because you're the one who said, "Oh, Spurs got City midweek. They're not winning both these games." Spurs clap City. Spurs win this weekend.
That is true. Yeah.
So don't.
My
say,
draw prediction was there for a good 20 minutes, so I was almost there.
Good 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like Arsenal's title.
It's okay. I'm a weekend out. 5-0. Hoffa goes 0-5, and I'm tied. So
yeah, we're good. Yeah, we'll see how this weekend goes, bro. I'm going super safe. I'm just spoiler alert. I'm going super fucking safe this week. I need to get back up to. I'm falling further and further away.
It ain't gonna fall that way. It never does.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been working for me. I caught up.
Yeah, he did. He caught up. Maybe draw heavy. I don't know. I'll figure it out as we go along. I have 2 picks already in my mind, but the others are kind of up for grabs. Let's go to some trivia before we get into predictions. A good one, I think. Since the start of this season, lads, which players created the most? Oh, sorry, last season. Which players created the most chances in the league since the start of 23-24?
So since the start of last season till right now.
Oh,
I remember seeing this stat as well.
Is it Cole Palmer?
I was thinking Cole Palmer.
It is not Cole Palmer.
But I feel like that's too obvious. But I kind of feel like that's it.
Oh, I saw this. It's gonna be because Jose's not picking an obvious player. He's picking some like weird random player.
Because
which player scored the most chances in the league? Ooh, is either Cole Palmer or Bruno.
Just think about it.
He picked the low last week. He didn't do another United player.
Think about when Purple Patches came in, like all of that stuff, right? Like just
I don't think it's KDB. I don't think it's KDB as high regard.
Actually, I'm gonna go Bruno. I'm gonna go Bruno.
Okay, so submit final picks.
I'm gonna go Palmer.
I'm gonna go Bruno. It might be Palmer, but I'm gonna go Bruno. Bruno's fucking.
Wilfred and Didi. I'm just kidding.
Hey, bro. Premier League player of last season.
He is good this season. He's looking decent this season.
I feel like it's an Arsenal player. I'm gonna say Odegaard. I don't think it's him, but I feel like it's
It's
an
not
Arsenal player.
Odegaard.
That's what I'm banking on. If it's an Arsenal player, it's a semi-dub for me.
I'm surprised nobody said like Saka or.
I was gonna. It's
Hey,
Saka
Arsenal
might
player,
be
I'll take the W.
Happens like technicality win. I'll take it. All right. Well, look, you guys were all really close. But only one got it right, and it is Bruno Fernandes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
What is
fucking knew
this
it.
United
I
agenda?
knew it.
Oh
Is
man, I
trivia
just thought it was a
That was-
crazy stat.
I
bro.
reread it because I was like, wait a second. Oh no, this is fucking Bruno. It's
Bro.
easy.
Bonus,
Bruno-
bonus points.
Bruno-
Hey, reel off Max. Give me a top 5. Give me a top 5, bro.
A top 5 of what?
Just chances created since the start of last season.
Oh.
There's a couple of these, by the way. I'm saying top 5.
I
There's
want
a
to
couple
say.
of these that are
I want to say
interesting.
it's more than 150.
Yeah, but like who's the top 5 is what I'm saying.
Who's the
Oh,
top
top
five?
5.
Who's
Oh,
yeah,
top 5.
who's top 5
Oh,
for
So Bruno's number 1.
chances created since Bruno's 1.
Bruno-
Who's 2, 3, 4, 5?
Bruno.
Odegaard,
Cole
Saka has to
Palmer.
be up there. Dwight McNeil,
That's not a bad show.
That's not a bad shout.
It's not a
really
bad
not.
shout.
my dog.
My
Harry
dog.
Wilson,
Palmer.
my dog.
I'm gonna say
What a
Saka.
crazy brace
I'm
by
gonna say.
himself.
I'm gonna say Salah number 3, Saka number 4,
Okay.
and I don't know number 5. I was Dwight McNeil.
Dwight McNeil. Who'd you say 2 was?
2 was Cole Palmer.
Cole
Is
Palmer.
Cole
Madison-
Palmer. Cole
I don't
Palmer.
think Madison's
Salah,
in there.
Saka.
He's a
No,
lot.
he's not.
Because Madison was hurt.
Yeah.
For a
Saka
while.
Okay.
and then Dwight McNeil. I mean, you can or Ollie Watkins. I don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, great shouts. Here's the top 5 from start of last season to right now. Bruno Fernandes, Bukayo Saka, Andreas Pereira from Fulham.
Ooh.
Yeah, crazy shout. Martin
a good one.
Odegaard, and then Pascal Gross at 5.
So
I
two of
did
those
forget about
players
Pascal
aren't
Gross.
even in the
My
Prem
boy
this
Gross
year.
riding the bench in Dortmund. Crazy.
Yeah. Cole Palmer was 6. Dwight McNeil was 7.
Throw it into the top 10. My
Top
boy.
10. Yeah,
Gets
top
in.
10, bro. Top 10. So
That's my dog.
crazy, man. Bruno's actually, as critical as I've been of this man since for a while now, but especially this season, I think he's still doing so much offensively for United that you probably still have to start him and play him. But yeah, man, we'll see how Amorim deals with them. But crazy stat, man. Crazy stat.
Yeah,
All
I
right, man.
figured because I was like, wait, most chances created? Yeah, that's 100% Bruno because Bruno's a chance merchant.
Last week.
He's a betting
gets-
favorite.
Yeah, he gets the ball anywhere midfield. He sees you running. He's just gonna
Yeah.
send that shit.
100%.
No matter
bro.
who it is or how many people it don't matter. It's just Bruno.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
why
I agree.
love
Well, there he is, man. He's still doing it for United.
that's,
and there's not an agenda, Austin. There's not an
That's
agenda. I know
that's like a
Danielle
2
last
out,
No, there
that's 2
is.
out of 3.
I didn't think Bruno could be below
That's 2
last
out of
week.
3.
I've
That's
heard
2 out of
2
3 trivia questions.
67%.
Guys,
It
we're
is.
3
I think
questions
that's an
in, man. We're
agenda.
3 questions in.
I
Give me
think-
some
That's 2
time.
out of
Give me
3.
some
I
time.
need some.
Give me some
I
time.
need some bonus
percentage.
points, man.
We're going percentage over
Actually,
here.
Listen.
you get flowers. That's all you get.
I don't
Hey.
not getting no flowers. I need something else because this is
We'll send it to you.
becoming.
It is.
But they're
it's
both
2 out of
United
3.
players. So get one that's not United.
Honestly,
players,
I
No,
would've
he
got-
got a boomo. He got a boomo.
I
Also,
would have
you get the
guessed
low-
last week.
No,
But I
he
was
didn't
like-
get. No one got the low
or-
last week.
Oh yeah, he
2
was
weeks ago.
teetering on it. Right.
I was like,
Yeah, because he said,
I-
"Is it someone dumb like Delo or something?" Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, it's not. I was like, it's probably Delo, but like, nah, I can't be. And it
Yeah.
was fucking Delo. I was fucking right. Yeah, I would have been 3 out of 3, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Max is doing well on those, man. I don't know. Flowers for sure. We'll debate other stuff as far as tagging on some extra for you. But let's jump into our first match, lads. We got Brighton hosting a very interesting version of Manchester City, man.
3 L's on the bounce, lads. Bloody hell.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So let me ask you guys this, just to kick things off, because I'm curious how everybody feels about this. I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, but I like the question. Is Manchester City, for who they are, in crisis mode?
They have a problem in the midfield.
Yeah.
And remember when we did the transfers that one? Was it last year or the year before when we did which teams would which players would benefit for each one of these top 6 teams? And I said,
Oh yeah.
Fofana from that went to Milan. I bet they could use him right now because Fofana's a fucking baller.
Yeah,
Thuram.
bro.
They could easily use Tehran.
I'm seeing that Gundo's having a stinker, and people are coming at me. He's like, "Oh, why is only Gundo going back to Man City?" He's
I
flopping.
think I think because there's just they don't know who's filling that void for Rodri. Like Kovac's is no.
We always
Gundo,
said the last couple of years if Roger goes down, they're in huge trouble because
but
he
it's
runs
not
that
even
show.
just Rodri. There's no KDB either.
Yeah.
So now your best playmaker and your best DM are both out.
They
for
have the
pretty much the
options
rest of
though
the year.
to compensate without De Bruyne. They've done it before. They got Foden, they got Bernardo, they even got Jack.
Yeah, but they had it before.
Matthias Nunez.
But that's before Rodri was also out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I actually disagree with that, with what Hafa just said. I actually feel like their reserves are laying them down, that their bench isn't what everybody thought it was. I think Matthias Nunez is a huge bust. I think
to be just come back to you quickly, I think Nunez has actually been all right. I think Foden he's had a fucking massive.
He's not done well.
Yeah, he barely starts the game. He's starting like when Pep clearly does rotations in those like mid UCL games when they're facing some random side. I think he got his first actual start against Bournemouth, and he was stinky in that game as well. So his PFA Player of the Year from last year till now, his downfall is crazy. But to be fair to Nunez, we of course had him as like one of the worst signings over the past 2 years, which he was. But these past 2 months with Rodri being out, he's been playing. I've been seeing that he's been one of Man City's better players in the midfield. So
I don't know. So personally, I don't think so. When I watch City play, like I feel like Bernardo. I feel like here's what I think about just the playmakers they have to now thrust into the lineup. I think Bernardo is a shell of himself a little bit, not like the Gundo fall off, but it's not what it used to be, at least in terms of creativity, from my perspective. Nunez, to me, he's okay. He's like what I thought he would be. Kovacic, same thing. I think he was better for City last season. I think this season, now that he has to be the guy without Rodri, I don't know. He's kind of mid. I mean, like he does the job and he's serviceable, but he doesn't he doesn't stand out on the field. Yeah. Foden, you said it already. He's just not playing well. Grealish is actually injured now, so there's that aspect of it all. And then even defensively, outside of Gavardiol, I don't know if anyone's just dramatically stepping up.
I was about to mention as well. The fact that their left back is their best player this season so far says the levels that they're at.
And he's not like a fullback like Kyle Walker who can go, or Rico Lewis that can go up the field. Like he's a defensive fullback, at least more likely. Like he can easily play center back. So I think that's
he's a center back. He
really is. I mean, he's played on the left for Leipzig and Croatia, so he's done it. But it's like, I mean, I don't know if it's subconsciously, but I just feel like they're coming at the end of their run. And Pep's probably going to leave. And it's like,
is it just this in the beginning?
I knew this shit was coming, bro.
You said that. Did you say that last season as well,
bro? Yeah,
no, I didn't. I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I did not say it. I literally said this is the end. I said this is the end. They're gonna finish third. And I said I picked United to win it because I'm not picking Arsenal. I'm not picking Liverpool.
Fair play. But he did in the preseason call it.
But
I did
said
say that this is the end of the reign.
I don't know who's winning the Premier League, but it's not going to be City this year.
But I mean, they didn't start well last year. I don't think they started this bad. I mean, they've only lost 2 games. Like, we got to take this with a little bit of a grain of salt.
I agree with that. And like the argument that I have to like they started this way in previous seasons, not even just last year, the season before as well. I think it's that one that's somewhat unsustainable to just constantly like be on the back foot for most of the season, just always have what it takes to turn it on, like you said. But the other thing is like, when I watch them play this season, it's tactically, like I said, it's not like they're poor recruitment, right? I mean, maybe some of the bench players that I mentioned, but you can argue that back line's been super solid for how long now? Like, it's not poor recruitment. I think tactically, for whatever reason, they're just getting exposed. And the other team you could point to that plays this way in Europe is Barcelona. If you want to say like, oh, the system is flawed, I mean, Hansi Flick's making it work week in and week out. And meanwhile, you have City who 4 games in a row now have not been able to score more than 1 goal and are getting exposed defensively time and time again. It's
who else? We talked about Ford having a stinker. Walker is also dropping off like a fly. He's dropped like about 8 levels. See him get turned for that second goal for Evan Nielsen against on the weekend. It was quite embarrassing to see.
Walker was kind of always a pace merchant, no? I mean, let's be honest.
People always say that, but I've always thought he was a good fullback. I think the pace, of course, helped.
I think he was a goal. He was a good fullback, but it's just like, I mean, he's got to be what, 31
33?
33. Yeah. He's up there.
Is he not the best? Is he not the best Premier League right back of all time? I think he's a better player than Neville. I don't think he achieved as much, but he achieved a pretty decent amount. I think he got like what 6-7 Premier League titles, which I think is He's 34, by the way.
Yeah, geez, older than we thought. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a lot at play there.
And they're definitely turning to Rico Lewis more and more.
There's good reason to start Rico over him, 100%. I'm not. Look, this is me saying that like I still fully expect City to be in the title race until the final day of the season. I fully expect it. But it's a weird. It's not like it's they're starting slow. This is a weird negative bounce that they're on. And look, man, the next few games for City get really, really interesting, bro.
I was just about to mention that.
But I will also say, besides this year, the previous years, when they had no KDB came back and they excelled. This time around, they don't have Rodri, or I don't even know when KDB comes back.
Me neither.
So no idea. They don't have the past few games, so he's fit, but he's just not match fit, I guess.
But I like still, we saw what happened to Gundo, right? A one-off season in La Liga, right? Coming back to a very physical league as he's aging. Same thing with Kevin De Bruyne. He's getting older. The Premier League's a very physical league. I still think a lot of what these guys had to offer in previous years to City was somewhat due to how much they could endure physically. And now, I don't know, some of these key players are just dropping for City, and I just don't know what they're going to do in January to kind of fix it. But the next games coming up, they have Brighton this weekend, Spurs, Feyenoord in the Champions League, Liverpool. And then if you want to even call it, a trap game, is Forest right after that. So it gets really interesting.
Just to piggyback off that, and then Max earlier point out, I'll start off with my prediction. I think that this game will define what Jose asked at the beginning, is if City are in crisis mode or not. If they lose this game, that's when they are in crisis mode. Like Jose just mentioned, four in a row. Yeah, not only that, about the Spurs game coming up and then Anfield. Look at the games past that. Crystal Palace away, they always struggle at Selhurst Park, Man City, where they get wins or they tend to lose as well. They always struggle there. Then they have United, then Villa away. That's like in their next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Premier League games. They have
and
5.
United's never scared of City. People can say whatever about United right now.
Yeah, United their worst time used to be. Yeah,
never
derby, right?
Amorim is not going to be scared of City.
Exactly.
when he's there. So
yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy to see just what happens in this next few games.
I feel like City won't lose this game. I feel like it'll be a draw or a win for them. Even if they draw this game, I think the crisis question is still definitely in play, because 1 point for them with that run coming up is still not good enough, especially losing midweek in the Champions League to Sporting as well. So they're just on turbulence, and it's down to really Pep to, get a result against a good Brighton side as well. Well, we maybe not have gotten the best results this season, but we know they can cause trouble. They have caused trouble. They were, of course, doing well at Anfield in the last game despite losing. It took them, Salah and magic to get back in the game and win it for them in the end with the 2 goals in like 2 minutes, and they were controlling the game for a good hour. Brighton. So I feel like this game is going to be a draw, but I'm going to just back Pep and I just think he'll just do something crazy like some fucking inverted formation or something like that, and then catch Brighton surprisingly, and they nick the game. I don't think City will win this game comfortably no matter what. I think it'll be like a 2-1 win, maybe even a jammy 1-0. But I'll back City just because they just have to win. When they have to win, they tend to get results, especially in a Premier League game like this. If it's like Liverpool, something like that, I would think otherwise. But at a level like this, I'll back City to win it.
This is going to be a battle of tacticals. I just realized that too. Ertzler in his own right, and of course Pep Guardiola. So we'll see. I came into this thinking draw. That's kind of what I felt. Yeah.
I don't blame you guys whatsoever for that.
Yeah, I think it's just all because at the Amex. If it's at the Etihad, maybe a narrow win for City. But I feel like it's just right now with knowing that they are under the pressure to kind of pick themselves up and don't have some of their key players. I feel like Hertzler would have his men up for this one. So I think they'll win. I
think also, I forget who did the post-match press conference after Sporting. I think it was like Bernardo Silva. And he was saying like this is like the worst moment I felt as a City player. We're not down bad, but we're down 3 L's in a row. And we have to bounce back. So this is the game for me. If they don't win this game, I think that next run, if you even look at the Champions League, they got Juventus away as well. It's gonna be,
yeah, bro. I don't know. It'll be interesting after what Sporting did to them. It's gonna be crazy. Austin,
I think I'm gonna kind of side with Hoffit. I just think they're gonna figure out a way to win, and it's kind of the same with my league. Like I picked them to win the league because it's almost like I'm gonna pick them to win the league until they don't. Because it's just that type of team, and they still got Holland. Holland sometimes will no-show, but sometimes he'll score 4. If he shows up, then and honestly, that's to do with the guys behind him. But I just think they're gonna narrowly get this one. Yeah. I think City's gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think Brighton's gonna win this game. I do think is going to be a close game. I feel like this is going to be a 1-1 or a 1-0
I can see 1-1
victory for City. But City has been struggling to score, man. So this is.
To be honest, I'll put it on this game. I would say 2-2. I feel like City might go up and then Brighton pull it back, and then City get like a consolation to draw. Then they're kind of happy with the draw. That's how I kind of feel like this game would go.
Wait, Max, so you said City or Brighton? Or draw, sorry.
Draw.
Okay, cool. I just made sure I got that. So 2 draws, 2 cities. No one really. I mean, Brighton could win this game, but it's unlikely, I guess.
That's unlikely.
Yeah. All right. Match number 2, guys. Liverpool at Anfield hosting Villa. Who? Villa, man. Holy.
Spanked.
Not even just that, bro. This is talking about another team with a negative bounce who finished top 4 last season. Across all comps. Now
was that really a spanking against Spurs?
But to Spurs, yes. To lose,
like
who was Spurs beaten by 3 goals this season?
They lost 4-1. How's that not a spank?
No. I mean, like they were up 1-0. It took them, there was a draw in the game, like I mentioned in the when we're talking for recording until like the 70th minute. So like he gets a good goal, then a massive free kick in the end. I didn't watch the game just based on what I saw from the highlights and the scoreline. It doesn't look like a battering to me, but if they did, then fair play. I did watch the first half before the Barcelona game.
Yeah, it was close. It was just like you said, Hoppin. I watched that game. It was close up until that moment when the goals started going in, right?
Okay.
So and then it came in flurry. So like either way though, letting Spurs pump 4 on you when they really have struggled, I think in a lot of ways this season offensively is kind
Great point.
Yeah, kind of crazy, bro. I don't know, 3 in a row now, and keep in mind, bro, Villa's next opponents: Liverpool, Palace, Juve, and Chelsea. And so
Man City somewhere after that too, since Man City.
Yeah, bro. So I'm telling you, man, like Villa.
They lost. They got their first L in the Champions League as well midweek against Club Brugge. Jamie penalty in the end, but still a no.
Yeah.
By the way, I bet on Brugge to win.
I
had a feeling. I was like, bro, why is Villa top of the table?
That's what I hate. By the way,
absolutely fucking no way. Going away to Belgium. Oh yeah,
I could not agree more. I saw so much Villa hype.
Like Tyrone Mings, like what are we doing?
I don't know, bro. He at the end of the day, like rust. That's all we can blame it on is rust, man. It's been a while.
He just wasn't thinking. That was for sure.
Yeah, definitely wasn't. But either way, bro, like this Villa team right now is just again another top 4 side from last season that's not in form, and now they have to go up to Anfield, get a dub. Right now, can we say Liverpool are now favorites to win the title?
I said last week they're the best.
The way they're playing
and the Prem right now. So,
what's been their most impressive win so far?
Maybe the Leverkusen win.
That's what I'm saying. For me, I think it was the Leverkusen win.
Leverkusen. Didn't they beat Chelsea?
They beat Chelsea, but I feel like like I said, their best player ghosted.
It was a narrow 2-1 win,
and it was home. Yeah, it was a narrow 2-1 win.
That's another good thing, by the way. I don't think Liverpool are.
And they beat Milan at the San Siro.
Yeah.
I
think this is just a lot of. I don't think it's you guys, but just the Premier League bias is always like this. Whoever's at top, it's like, oh, they're the favorites, they're the best team. I think that they've been very professional in their results. I don't think they've played free flow in football, battering his outside right and center. If you look at their games, a lot of them have been at Anfield, and all of them have been like narrow victories as well, especially against the top sides. The only real impressive win was the Leverkusen win, but that 4 goals in like the last 20 minutes of the game kind of helped them out. But they've been really effective. I think that's the main thing to highlight about Liverpool this season. I don't think they've been
playing very tactical.
Exactly, spot on there. Yeah, I don't think are they favorites? Sure. I mean, they definitely won the contenders, but to call them clear favorites now, I think it's just we're 10 games
still
in.
Too early.
It is early, but you look at the teams around them, and you're like, City lost 3 straight. Arsenal looks like a shell of themselves. I mean, it's hard.
I think that's why the question gets asked. That's why they get asked, right? It's like
I will say this though, their second half season is going to be tough because they're playing all their difficult games at home now. That means they have all their away games in the second half season. The only tough away game they had was Old Trafford. Of course, it's a derby on paper, but Chelsea at home, Arsenal. Oh, they went to Arsenal away, I guess.
Yeah, so they'll have Arsenal at home. But either way, like Arsenal's away record is better than its home one. So like at the end of the day, you can almost count that one as another tough fixture they have to worry about. I think I kind of agree with you guys. I'm not yet like super convinced that they're going to win the title, but it's just like they don't have too much informed competition at the moment. It's just it's really kind of just as long as they sustain the results, that's all that really matters. Points over style, I guess.
The fact that you say that and they're only 2 points 2 points ahead just shows that if City got a win against Bournemouth or What was their other loss against in the league? Bournemouth was the last one. Forest. So one of those two could have changed the dynamics completely. It's just too the margins are too close.
They drew a Newcastle too when Newcastle wasn't informed. So there's that too. 2 points dropped. So yeah. Anyway,
I'm not saying James's though. So that's always going to be tough. Even City they relied on Oscar Bob last year to neck them a win.
Yeah,
and De Bruyne coming back from injury to help them out as well.
Yeah, again, just like I said, the subtle differences that all add up at the end of the season. But it's worthy of a conversation. I don't know if Liverpool is they're ever going to be a sexy team this season. I really don't. I don't think anybody will ever be convinced by their football, myself included. It'll just be like the results have to keep coming in, and that's what will convince me.
Fine thing I'll say go ahead, Austin.
The more they build a gap, the more pressure it puts on the other teams. I mean, that's no matter we're about to be 11 games in, but the more that you build a gap, the more pressure it puts on other teams. So
I will say one more thing. They got Salah, they got Trent, and Van Dijk all contract expiring. And once January hits and they're free agents and they can talk to any club legally outside of Premier League, that's when the media can affect results.
But they could also look at it like we're leaving, like let's leave our mark. Like
no, but I'm saying when it's rumored,
yeah.
When stuff is confirmed, sure, bounce back like Klopp did last season. I'm leaving. Yeah, let's get like a bounce in, or like when Wenger left. But
I think right now, Salah is already understands that this is probably his last season because he's mentioned.
He's tweeting and moving like that. To be fair,
he's mentioned multiple times they have yet to talk to me about a contract. So I think he already understands like where his situation is after the season.
Yeah. Now got Madrid twerking for Trent as well.
Yeah.
Van Dijk just hasn't renewed. No one's really showing interest in Van Dijk.
I think Trent's gonna stay, but that's my prediction. But
see, this is the thing. This is what I mean. This prediction stuff like that. That's all gonna hit in January. And January, of course, is a key month. They're gonna have FA Cup rounds. They're gonna be the Carabao Cup. It's gonna be a quarterfinal.
I agree with Hop, but the media can almost influence results a little bit. So, but it's gonna be interesting.
But if Arne Slot's already getting asked in every press conference about their deals. They win like 4-0 against every. Hey, good win. What's happening with Trent? He's staying, going to Madrid. What's going on? That will pick up more so when they can legally speak to other teams outside.
Fair. All right, so prediction time, guys.
Liverpool win.
I think Liverpool should win. Villa's in down form. I mean, you have to back the team. Yeah, I say Pool. It might be close, like what all these results have been, but Liverpool should walk away with this one.
I think Pool.
I think right now I've hit every single Liverpool, so I'm
ride the train, baby, ride the train. Really quick before we go, just throw a player out there. I don't really care what your logic is. Who's the one player? Because think about it, right? City lost a major player already. Arsenal have lost 2 major players in and out, kind of going so far this season. Who can Liverpool not afford to lose right now?
I'll say Salah. I know it's kind of a boring answer, but I think he's their most creative outlook. They've already lost a key player in Alisson, and they're surviving because of what Salah is doing in the final third, creating chances and getting goals.
I don't know because Diaz is also playing out of his mind.
Diaz is on fire.
I think a lot of Diaz's creativity and chances are coming in from Salah. I don't think he's doing it on his own per se. When you give him the mantle, that's where he gets kind of ropey. Look what he did with Colombia in the Copa America. Group stages, against Peru or wherever it was, balled up. But once it got to the round 16 quarterfinals, semifinal, they had to rely on a lot of other players and dark arts draw the penalties to get to the final. He's that kind of player. So
right now, putting all that aside, right now he's still crazy running form, and I don't think it's all just him. He's not going, Superman.
I don't know. I feel like it might be Virgil because who's replacing Virgil?
I was going to say Virgil.
It would be like Konate and Joe Gomez.
Yeah.
And last time they put Joe Gomez at center back was the last time they put him at center back.
Yeah.
I mean, they have center back.
Every other time that man started playing left back, right back, like he played every position but center back. So I don't know if they're ever.
Think about it. They could throw Gakpo and Diaz. If they lost Salah, there's still like an option. Or you throw when Jota comes back in.
You can throw Jota. You can throw Nunez out there. Like they have options.
But like I just personally feel like no Virgil.
I just feel like Salah's he's been that good for them this season. Kind of like
he has been. No, it takes nothing away from him. But it's like if there's one player, it's like I always say, right? If we were to lose Odegaard or Saliba, this team is absolutely cooked, and we're seeing it. Like it's just one of those things where like I feel like Virgil gone. I don't know about that back line. But let's move on to Austin's second favorite team, Nottingham Forest, hosting Newcastle United. Austin, bro, how you feel about Chris Wood right now? This man, fucking 8 goals already more than halfway through the tally of the 23-24 season for him. And he's got Forrest up in third, man.
Before you
how
speak,
how feel?
Austin, are you happy your boy Santiago Jimenez didn't go? Because I told you Chris Wood would be balling out, and he would see no burn.
I mean, Chris Wood has been – he got us up in 13-14. He's been a Premier League player most of that time. I think he had a year in the championship where he cooked. But, I mean, he is – because I think his breed of strikers are going away. So I think there's like – I won't say like teams don't know how to stop it, but it's almost like you just don't see it all the time. I mean, how many strikers like him are in the Prem?
He's for a big dude, he's super clinical. Like
Yeah.
I actually massively respect. I think Chris Wood is for Forrest what Palace wishes Mateta was. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's going back. Oh my god. Max, can that not come any sooner, man?
Hey,
Keep it up.
Hey, Hoppy, guess what? He just started a new trend of this year.
Hey, 13th place.
Pipe down. Mateta scoring a goal this weekend. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
You know what? And I'll put the bet down. I'll put the bet down on Mateta. Fuck it. I'll also put it on Chris Wood though, because the guy is an absolutely insane run of form. I stand by that statement. I do believe Palace wishes they were getting
Palace at home to Fulham. Easy, Mateta brace. Easy.
And if he's not, I'm gonna be loud as shit in the group chat. But like, yeah, man, like, did anybody have Forrest anywhere near the top half of the table? Much less fucking.
Most of us had them relegated. I mean.
Nuno first coach should be sacked.
Listen, they got to drop off at some point. I'm still backing them to get relegated. Imagine they were third place in November and they
crazier shit.
Bro, no. If they got relegated after being third place in November, no, that's unforgivable.
I think this first
crazier
of the
shit
season has kind of kept them up. I feel like
they're staying up, guys.
Yeah,
they're staying up. But...
I mean, they're not at the 40-point threshold. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Austin's such a hater, bro. Man, such a hater.
I mean,
I love it, bro. I'm here for it.
I'm
here for the vibes all day. I'm here for it. But look, man, if there's a team take him down, maybe it's fresh off a very positive game, a very big win for Newcastle. And granted, it's on the road this time, fine. But like, can't Newcastle turn that Arsenal win into something against third place for us?
They definitely can. I feel like
they should be able.
If we're being honest with ourselves, Newcastle are the better team, and
they're by far the better team.
They're by far.
You think by far?
I would say by far, but I think they.
On paper, maybe they're the better team.
I think you look
on paper, by far they're the better team. Informed, no.
Yeah, I mean, not informed, but maybe just Newcastle's playing more like a team right now, just more solid, more cohesive all the way around. I don't know. They're buying into whatever juju Nuno has going over there. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, I don't know with Newcastle, it's like they're so up and down. Outside the Arsenal game, have they had a positive performance yet this season? What? Hold on. Did they in the cup? Did they lose to Chelsea?
No, they beat Chelsea.
Okay, so I guess maybe there's that. Maybe there's that.
Yeah, but it's the I mean, I would say it's an energy drink comp, but they don't really care. They just want silverware.
Yeah, they'll take that cup all day.
They'll take
it. Chris Wood facing Newcastle, the team that bought him for 35 million and sold them like 6 months later to Forest.
Yeah,
so low revenge arc there, you could say.
Yeah, 1,000%. All right, well, look, let's get predictions in for this one. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Newcastle's not out of it by any means, so I'll make mine first. I think Forest keep the train rolling. I think Chris Wood's going to get on the score sheet, and I think Forest are going to take all 3 points and stay in the top 4 for another week.
Crazy. I'm going to go with the draw. I feel like it's too close.
I'm going with a draw.
Yeah.
It just smells like a draw.
It does.
It's because you don't know what you're going to get from Newcastle. You generally
do know you're gonna get from Forest.
You know what you're gonna get from Forest, and they've already drawn 4 games this year. So
fair.
I don't know. What's one more?
It smells like
their hype train's about to go off the Burj Khalifa, so I'm gonna take Newcastle.
I like the hater agenda, bro. Yes, it's got to be true. Just like Max with the whole Arsenal thing. You got to stick to it by any means necessary, bro.
I will stick.
I respect
if we are in the National League and they have won 4 Prems on a bounce, I will pick them to get relegated or lose pretty much every time. So
respectable. I like that, bro. All right, so we got Max draw, Hafid draw, Newcastle for Austin, and myself with Forest. I'm the only one with Forest. That's kind of surprising.
Someone's
future England manager Eddie Howe.
Yeah, someone's getting the dub with this one. It probably won't be me based on recent form.
Well,
but,
do you think if Newcastle do lose this game, is Eddie Howe still safe, or is he even more in the hot seat?
I
Isn't
think
it tough to ask that
he's
when
been
they're
so
in third
faithful to
place?
them.
It's harsh to ask when their opponent's literally top 4 right now.
Yeah,
but it's Forest.
I mean,
but they
I
beat
feel like
Liverpool. They're top
Hal's been
4.
so
I
loyal
don't
to
know, man.
Newcastle.
I'm also like, who are they
He's
going to
been
go
too loyal to
get?
them.
But
Yeah, that too.
and it's like, who are they
He's
going
been
to
too
go
loyal to
get?
them.
Potter's sitting there,
His brother
but
did the
Potter.
England job like what 2-3 times.
Yeah.
I mean,
I doubt they sack him unless he's like on crazy bad form.
you could
They're
go
just
get
bouncing
Potter,
up and
but
down.
Potter hasn't wanted like any job, and he's had some big jobs go after him, and he just doesn't seem to want to be anywhere right now. So
Man, just supposed to go on Sky Sports, allow him.
Yeah.
Earn his bag another way.
So I don't know who they
way
would
more
go
chill.
get.
Way more chill.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eddie Howe, I kind of I don't know that they love him. I feel like they just love him. Like he's the golden boy for them as far as the manager goes. Like they would have to absolutely be like almost approaching relegation again as a club to start really rethinking something.
Bring back Alan Pardew.
Alan Pardew coming back would be insane.
That's the Newcastle.
Still alive?
Bro, yeah.
I mean, like in like
That's
the
the
football.
Yeah,
Newcastle
yeah.
level.
I've heard him do like an interview or something. Like he was offering an opinion. It was last season during like the whole like is Liverpool still in the title race thing. I remember him like offering up some takes there. Yeah, I thought it was kind of random, by the way, back then. But yeah, man, Alan Pardew would be kind of crazy to come back. All right, man. Let's move on to we got our picks for that one. We got our 4th matchup. United taking on Leicester. Obviously, we got a fan of each here in the video today, so we'll turn it over to you guys in a second. We'll start with probably Max and United, but before we get to that, how much can we take away from the cup tie in this game? Just how do you guys all feel about that? Like, how much can we really take away from that?
Good amount.
Yeah,
Good amount. I mean,
we didn't play our starters, but it doesn't matter. We suck.
Leicester didn't really play most of their starters, and United had to play most of their starters because there was a new manager.
We still suck it on that.
I don't really think it's going to make a difference if they play their starters, to be honest. So I don't know. United, I mean, we should honestly definitely win this game with a clean sheet. I mean, I don't know.
We still have yet to be shut out this year.
Yeah, well, you're coming to Old Trafford, so Old Trafford's pretty. pretty.
Hey! Last time we had a big game there, we got a draw.
I agree with Austin. I would definitely bet on Leicester to score in this game.
You know what's crazy though?
Hey,
I mean,
back to draw. Back to draw, Hoffit. Back that draw.
No, I'm not. 3-1
Hey,
United.
what do you mean? No, back to draw.
Why?
If anybody loves scoring against Big Six, it's Jamie Vardy.
Yes, sir.
There's no man who loves
Max is wild, bro. Max is crazy.
We might give up 6, but Jamie Vardy will score once.
Yeah. He's been on this Leicester agenda all season. Now he don't want to back him to draw. Okay.
Damn, I'm on Leicester agenda when they face teams at their level, not against
Austin,
United at Old
Hafiz saw the record. He was like, "Shit, they're actually catching up."
Bro, look in this game. Something to keep in mind, man. In that cup tie, I know Leicester didn't have whatever they're technically their starting lineup in there, but United, not at full strength either with injuries and whatnot, but. Bro, this game was so fucking open. There was basically 40 shots between the two teams. 40.
Yeah.
Like there's bro.
We had Danny Ward in goal. I mean, I would shoot the ball 30 times with him in goal. But
it was 23. I'm looking at
it.
23 or 16.
I mean, we also had our backup goalkeeper too in the goal.
Yeah, but your backup goalkeeper versus Danny Ward would be about your 10th. Like, put him on the U12s, and that's about his level.
I wasn't comparing those two. I was just saying, we also had a backup goalkeeper in the goal.
That game was all about
he hasn't played in like 6 months.
It was new manager bounce. I agree with Hoffit. It was just like it was Ruud's first match. By the way, Max, really quickly before we move on, we got our predictions. Grade Ruud's 3 interim matches so far. Give me a grade. Fantastic. A, B, C, D. A, yeah. So Amorim has to be under pressure now coming in, right? Especially if you guys win big in this.
No, I don't think it has to be under pressure.
Yo, just give it Ruud to the end of the season, man.
I would. I really would, just for the vibe.
I would.
I mean, I would love this. This is also why I didn't want Ruud to come because I saw this coming in the beginning of the season. I said they fucking signed Ruud because they're gonna sack Ten Hag mid-season, and then Ruud's gonna take over, and either he's gonna fail and the club's gonna. Our fan base is going to murder him, or it's gonna become an O, and it's still not gonna. It still may end up kind of just like O. So I was very skeptical of having Root here, just because I didn't want another legend of our club being scrutinized.
I'm quite surprised United have gone this quickly in for a new manager. So I think that's been the correct move as well. I wouldn't have given it to Root, but I thought since they had Root in there, their plan was if Ten Hag, we have to sack him. Root at the end of the season, no matter what. And then if he does well, contract. If not, move on.
I think when we talked about last episode how they had that private meeting. I feel like that was the meeting with Amorim because
it was.
They made this deal so quick. It's like that typically doesn't happen at mid-season.
No, it does not.
Like mid-season, like
Max, do it with me.
And a manager that's in first place in Portugal, playing well in fucking Champions League. Like this man literally just said, "Nah."
I'm telling you,
his world is gonna be rocked at Old Trafford. Watch him winless in his first 3 games. Watch.
No, he's got. That's the thing. He's got a favorable bounce, bro. Like coming in, like what is it? It's Ipswich, Bodo Glimt in Conference League, and then Everton. Those are his first 3 games as United manager.
Is Everton at Goodison Park?
I actually didn't look. I wrote those down.
I think it's at Old Trafford.
Max, do it, bro. Do it with me. The celebration. Do it. Come on, man. Bro. You know you want him. You know you want him. Don't lie. Don't lie, bro. You know you want him.
Bro, I want him in January. Bro, I want him in January.
Yeah.
Would they spend 110 million on him when you got Højlund?
To be honest, bro, they'll do whatever they want. Honestly,
listen.
Yeah,
United have so much money. People don't think United have money. United have fucking money, bro.
Well, if you want to give us Højlund, we'll take him.
You're telling me you're going to spend 75 on Gyökeres when you already spent 110 on Højlund and Xerxes.
Hey,
they're going to loan out Xerxes and they're going to bring in Gyökeres.
Loan out Xerxes,
and we'll give him Anthony.
And we'll give him Anthony. I'm just, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, I know
we'll pay you to take Anthony.
But look, the excuse will be Hafid. The excuse will be, he came in overweight. He came in unfit, and we tried to get him incorporated. He scored a goal. That's cool, but he hasn't performed at all since then. He's still maybe not fit.
I see a lot of United fans tweaking about working for him, like, he's the best creator. Play him as a 10 or a shadow striker.
I think there's good shouts. But who are you gonna pick? You gonna pick Xerxes or Gyökeres?
As a striker, I'll pick Gyökeres, but United already have 2 they spend 120 million on.
Yeah.
To be honest, Gyökeres is definitely top 5 right now striker.
And insane.
He's the best. He's the best.
Number 1's Lewandowski. That's all I know. The rest is irrelevant to me.
Wait, Austin, you think he's the best striker in the world?
In form.
Nah, Lewandowski.
Have you seen what Lewandowski is doing?
I think
Lewandowski's acting like he's 25 again, bro. Playing at Dortmund. Like,
what a hat trick in the Champions League is wild. I will say that a hat trick for who they've each played respectively. I know it's Sporting, but technically, right?
2 penalties, lads. Come on.
But still, I get it.
You still got to put the ball in the net.
Got to put the ball in the net. But again, Leva getting goals.
Honestly, he could have had 4 goals.
Like I said, Leva's top, but you guys right there, but either.
He could have had 4 goals, but he fucking shanked the first shot he had.
The first one, I literally was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?"
What did I tell you guys this past summer about strikers moving? I said Xerxes would flop. I said Solanke would flop, and I'll say it right now,
Solanke's kind of balling out right now.
Solanke's
took about 3 months. We'll see.
He's 50-50
for the price tag. He's kind of meeting the expectation, in my opinion. For the
Solanke,
he has like 6 goals right now, right?
Yeah, for 60 million at November, I think Spurs fans would have been like, okay with 6.
What do you want him to drop 15 by November? Like, is he fucking Haaland? I don't think he's Haaland.
Was it 75? I mean, I thought it was 60. Either way, though, like I still think he's like again, he hasn't been stellar for me at all. I think he's been again what I kind of expected from Solanke coming into this. Like I personally, I did not have high expectations.
He'll do worse. Don't worry. And then if Gyökeres comes in January, the same thing will happen for him.
No. We'll see, man. I don't know, but either way, I think Amorim is maybe set up perfectly for him to come in, do a job, get used to the role, and then who knows, attract a big name in January.
The biggest thing I'm waiting for is him weeding out the players that are not going to play how he wants them to play. Because if you watch Sporting, like those players play fucking hard.
Yeah.
They play hard. That's just not gonna fly.
You know who might not benefit really quick? Garnacho.
No. And I can go on about Garnacho these last 2 games, man. On and on and on. This game, I would say, it's work ethic, his decision making, his attitude, his body language.
Look at his idol. What do you expect to happen?
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god.
Game is game.
Yeah, I love the agenda. I agree with you, bro. I think like the moment when Casemiro bitched at him was like the perfect.
I loved it. I loved it.
It's exactly summarizes exactly
it's what you need in a team. Like that's how you become a good team.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but what Max is saying there about how Amorim plays at Sporting is the exact same shit we heard with Ten Hag, the exact same shit we heard with Mourinho.
No, this was a little. I mean, not the way.
Look at the way he plays.
No. Like the things that are always comparable, that have been comparable between Ten Hag and Amorim, is like how they came about to the job. Like Ajax was successful under Ten Hag. Amorim has been successful for Sporting. They both seem to have, I don't want to say aura, but they have.
I like that. That's a good word, bro. I like that. They both have aura.
Oh my God.
But they both have this way of that obviously got them the job at United. Yeah.
So in I mean, Amorim says I don't have the players.
I'm still listening. I'm still good. I'm very happy that we have Amorim, but I'm gonna treat it just like. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Like it's not because of, and it's really not because of him. It's because of the players we have. And yes, it's gonna be. Ten Hag failed at United towards the end, but at the end of the day, we still have the same players. And you can even see today in the first half, if you watch today's games, those same players were terrible in the first half against fucking Payok. Terrible. It's like we still have the same players. So like I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Like he's gonna come in and we're gonna finish top 3. Like I hope we do. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna have such high expectations. But this is such a difficult job, no matter what. And
do you think Ten Hag was backed like for like transfer wise? I feel like he's made like 11, 12 good signs in every single one he asked for, apart from maybe Lenny Yoro. I think he was kind of a United.
I don't think he asked for Casemiro. I think
he did. That was like what 2 weeks after the window. He's like, "Yo, get me a pivot." I think that was Casemiro.
I think Ten Hag panic bought. He panic bought a lot. I think Casemiro.
Well,
was
that was the panic
was. Anthony was 1,000%.
His first year. His first year was a lot of panic because he had a transfer strategy in the beginning of the
and
transfer
window. Didn't execute it.
But our board didn't execute it. So now everything went into panic mode towards the end of the year, which is why 100 mil was spent on Anthony. We would have got Anthony for about 40, 45 mil. But the board decided to wait towards the end of the end of August, where now I was like, well, we need to replace one of our best.
You know
players.
why that happened though? Because Laporta had them on strings.
Oh my God!
Shut up!
Hey, am I wrong? Wasn't the CEO in Barcelona living up?
Hey, bro! At one point, they were thinking about swapping Anthony for what's his name?
Frankie?
For Rafinha.
Oh, Rafinha. Oh, they were actually. I remember like the rumors being there. I don't know how much truth there was to them.
That was last January. That was last January.
Yeah,
I saw a report today that Rafinha is going to go to PSG. Is that going to happen? No.
Yeah, definitely not going to happen. But look, let's get to predictions, man. One last thing to back up what Max said. The only difference in how they play, or I guess the teams that they respectively coached before the United move for both Ten Hag and Amorim, was that Amorim is doing this with a Sporting side that I'm willing to bet most fans watching this video today, and even ourselves included, probably can't name the starting 11 for, right? Probably can't even name half the starting 11 for. And I think Jokic is. That's what most people know. Meanwhile, Ten Hag had a generational class of talent at Ajax, and that had already, the whole world saw what he could do.
To be fair,
he did. No, don't get me wrong, but like all those guys were convincingly ballers. Like you didn't need 2 or 3 seasons of seeing them in a row to see that. I think with Amorim's side, this is maybe why he's a good fit for United, right? Because United kind of needs someone who could work with any kind of talent and really coach them up. So
he also, by the way, wants to bring some players. So I can't wait for people to say, "Oh, Ten Hag 2.0."
I'm just saying this: in a year's time, if I'm in a press conference, next November 2025, saying I don't have the players to play my style, it's gonna be peak for United.
I'm interested to see how from now or his first start to how he looks in 6 months, if he's gonna have gray hair or he's gonna grow a beard.
That was the persona with Barcelona
because that's how I know if shit's really hit the bed. It's shit's difficult.
yeah, I agree, bro. Look, I'm willing to bet. Well, of course, Max has United. I'm picking United. Austin has, I assume, Leicester, but maybe
back at Austin. Back at draw.
I'm gonna go the Hoffman route.
Draw?
But no, I'm gonna go United.
Just say United.
United to win, and if we win, I'll be happy. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And,
okay,
and then
United for Hoffman as well.
Because
everyone copies me, It's just
Because to me, the only way we win is if we play, because we can't play two halves together, so we only play one good half. So I think we'll play a good first half, or the only way we win. The only way we win is we play a really good first half when we hold on, kind of like the Bournemouth game.
I think it'll be the opposite, right?
I think the opposite.
The first half,
like the Arsenal game, where you guys were down 2-0, you came back, and then it's.
I just, goal, to me, the way our club's going, I just don't think if we go down early, I don't know if we can come back. I mean,
I don't know, bro.
We could go down.
You literally did it against Arsenal, and it was 2 crazy goals. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Justin Timber doing that shit again in his career. I don't think so.
He's not even starting right now. But if we go down 2-0, we might play a really good second half, and we'll lose 2-1. That's kind of how some of our games has gone. So I mean, that's our way to win, but I just don't see it right now.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it all goes.
But if we win, I'll be happy. So.
Yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Either way, you back United. You're backing your team, but predicting United.
Yeah,
so it works out. All right, everybody united. We move on to the final game, the showdown of Sunday, end of the weekend, probably. Chelsea hosting Arsenal. A great game, a London derby. Arsenal need this, bro.
Get in.
Yeah, get to watch this game. It'll be the morning game. I could watch Barcelona in the afternoon. Yeah, man. Look, Chelsea. I think this is an interesting Chelsea side when you consider what Cole Palmer has done against the Big Six. We talked about it a little bit earlier, right? Tends to ghost in these games, but he did show up in this game last season. Keep that in mind, right? So when we tied 2-2 at the Bridge, he was very, very relevant in that game. Created a lot of opportunities for Chelsea. I kind of expect the same thing unless Arteta has a plan for that. But in all honesty, man, I'm still questioning whether or not Odegaard's going to be starting, or if it's going to be fucking Trossard, or if Martin.
Not 1 year, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh my god, bro! Don't even get me started. I don't understand.
No one takes their talents like La Masia, man.
It's true. But it's crazy to me that when your back is against the wall, personnel wise, you're not then just deciding to be brave, to show your team that hey, I'm gonna experiment, do whatever it takes to really make sure that we just get results over the line. It's better than taking steps backwards with how you play, which is kind of what I feel like we've done. I feel like the free-flowing football for the last 2 years has been insane to watch. It didn't net the ultimate end result we wanted, and Arteta has overcorrected in a strong moment of adversity. He's overcorrected. He's gone full Mourinho, right? And I think that's fine, bro. I agree there's times to be pragmatic. I don't think pragmatic football is a bad thing. I think that there are teams who have to play that way. Cool. Even big clubs, right? I don't think Simeone's Atletico, right? They choose to play that way. It's a little shithousery, but it's their brand of football, and you could play however you'd like.
Look on Wednesday what happened.
Yeah. But here's the one catch with being pragmatic. This is my one gripe about it. If you're gonna be that way, if you're gonna play fucking haram ball, you have to win. You have to win, bro. You cannot lose games. You can't fucking lose games. If you're gonna sacrifice, if I'm gonna sit there for 90 minutes, fucking scratching my eyes out with the type of football that I'm seeing, you have to win the game.
That's what Madrid fans have been doing for the past 10 years.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And that's why you can't knock it. As Barcelona fans, we know, right? We've been screaming from the rooftops, man. Y'all's football is shit. I can't stand watching it. I would rather much play champagne football and lose going down with an identity than to win that way. And this is what I'm saying. Now I'm at a point where, bro, if you're going to do this, you have to fucking win. If not, take a chance with Manetti, or I guess take a bigger risk maybe by putting Odegaard in as a starter immediately.
When Yeri will only start when he comes on to a game and scores a brace or a goal or a hat trick. That's the only way that Arteta will be literally forced to play him.
The thing it was kind of the same with Kedia, wasn't it?
But bro, if you watch the game,
Smith Rowe, Saka only on the team because it was COVID and they had no one else. That's how he.
Yeah, but look at the Newcastle game. When he came in, dude, the fact that Trossard, it blows my mind. For him being as technical of a dribbler as he can be on the wing, the minute he's in the middle of the field, he loses all of that. He can't even half turn the ball or receive it on the half turn to quickly go up the field and find somebody. Everything is just almost too lateral, even with him in there. Nwanetti is getting the ball on the half turn, trying to create something. If he doesn't see anybody, he's cranking it from distance, which against Inter we needed so bad, bro. 70% possession and no one shooting from outside the box. What are we doing, bro?
What did Max and I say in the summer? Y'all needed a striker.
I disagree. I disagree with that. I don't think we need a striker. No. Doesn't matter. Look at Lewandowski last season. This is the proof. A striker doesn't solve missing volume of chances.
He still got 30 GA last season. It's not like he was not doing
fine,
anything.
but it was a down season and everybody thought he was washed. And it's because his goal tally wasn't as high as we all know it can be for someone who's that clinical. The chance he wasn't getting the service he needed, and he's getting it now.
But y'all need like a Luke de Jong on the bench, just something different. Like because Jesus ain't cutting it.
Bro,
if
we're just a crossing simulator, it doesn't matter. You could be up there, I could be up there. It doesn't fucking matter who's up there. Like at the end of the day, you need someone to create the opportunities.
Yeah. I still firmly believe that Arsenal had even a mid to a high tier striker at some point in the season, they would have more wins than they
And look, here's the thing. This is why the January window, I believe, could be a trap window for Arsenal. I think that could overcorrect again, and he could go after a striker. It doesn't solve our issues. Maybe Kai loses a little bit of form.
I think January is going to be, again, it's a false narrative, just like last January. I think none of the top six will do anything.
Yeah, they probably don't. But again, without Edu as sporting director, maybe, again, they give Arteta reins that he just says, hey, I still think we have a chance at the title. We need to spend somewhere. We need to reinforce. Our squad is thin. It's not even just let's get an X factor player, a game changer. It's we're thin, bro. Like without Odegaard, there's nobody besides Juanetti to play that position. And it was Arteta's decision to let go of Emil Smith-Rowe, to let go of Vieira and send him back to Portugal. Like, if you're going to do all these things, you have to have contingency plans. And, like, if we're that reliant upon
as well.
Yeah, upon one position, which, bro, Eddie Nketiah hasn't scored since he left.
Yeah, he's been stinky, but at least, like,
but that doesn't bother me at all. It's just, again, it's a lack. It's so much poor planning, but even beyond that, a lack of courage. And frankly, like, I just can't watch what I'm watching anymore in terms of the actual style of play. Like, we can't be so contingent upon one player. January, there has to be some kind of movement. If there's not, I don't know what happens to title.
Speaking of signings, can we talk about Sterling super quick? I want to get people's perspective now. Is he still, who won that deal? Chelsea, Arsenal, or neither? Because I'm starting to think like neither won that deal now.
I think Chelsea did. They got it.
Oh, they're still paying $200K a week for him.
They're still paying $200K a week for someone who's not.
But they got some of it off the books.
I mean, I guess.
but here's the thing. If he comes off the bench and scores in this game, that argument flips.
That'd be hilarious.
Immediately.
He can't play.
Well, I mean,
he's on loan. He's on loan. I don't know if that agreement's in there, by the way. But again,
I think that's unanimous.
It's the Premier League.
Okay. It's
the same thing happened with Sancho.
I think he can play against him in like Europe, but not in
the Premier League.
Not in the Premier. Not any.
English competition. Yeah, good shot. But in terms of how I feel as a fan watching Raheem, I think when he's given minutes, he's actually one of the few players who can, in those tight spaces, break down or offer something in a low block. Like, I really, believe it or not, bro, like, with how often Saka's doubled now, we don't really have like someone who's like just given the time and space to dribble and break down a low block. We don't really have very many of those players without Odegaard. So I don't mind Raheem. It's just he hasn't had a massive sample size outside of cup matches to say, oh yeah, we won that deal. Arteta doesn't even trust the signings he's made. Marino, same thing. Marino's played what, 4 games?
I think Marino will come good. I think he's just taking that year to adjust to the Premier League. I think a lot of people.
That's fine. I don't blame the players. And Calafiori has been the only one that we've used consistently. That's been due to necessity more than anything else. Arteta signs these players, but doesn't have the fucking balls to use them. And then beyond that, doesn't have a contingency plan for Odegaard. Which I was always kind of worried about that with how much he's played the last 2 seasons. Same thing with Saka. And both of those players now dealing with knocks. And so I don't know, man. This is a must-win game for Arsenal. If they don't win this game, if it's even a draw, just like we talked about City being in crisis mode, Arsenal, you could argue, are already there potentially, but then it's definitely looking like a crisis mode situation.
Arteta out.
No. That's the dumbest argument. Everybody who's an Arsenal fan wants to have that overreactionary viral moment. Talk about Arteta out. I don't even know if fans really feel that way, or if they do, they probably weren't around for the banter era and what he had to walk into when he walked through the door at the Emirates for the first time.
We will be there. We will be there.
Look, man, I'm sure everybody will, but like, I'm grateful as fuck for Arteta, and I think that we wouldn't even have an identity right now if it weren't for that man. But at the end of the day, this is a real hurdle he has to overcome, and I'm not gonna like absolve him of criticism. He's definitely gotten a lot of things wrong over the last month or so, and he needs to right the ship against Chelsea in this game. And it's possible, bro. It's possible. Like this Chelsea team is fucking insane, right? Like it's definitely possible.
I'll start with the predictions here. I'm going to say Arsenal just because, my theory. I just love it. But I will say this. I think Chelsea, we're talking about how Arsenal gets the top 6, always do really well, either win or a draw. I think Chelsea are that team against the top 6, apart from Spurs, where they just underperform. They'll either nick a draw or they lose. I guess that Jamie win against Man United last season for me was a fluke. That 5-4, the free, like the corner kick, that was just a fluke. I feel like Chelsea are at the level to beat everyone underneath the top 6, but not at the level to beat the top 6. I think they are like on paper the way they play against those underneath the top 6. But when it comes to the top 6, they just tend to ball it. And you can see this with the Chelsea players and the fans. They always back it, big moment. Let's go out there with a big team. Whether it's at the bridge or away, they always tend to fumble it. So I really have no confidence in Chelsea to win this game. I think this game has a draw written all over it, but I'm gonna back the Gunners. The theory never lies. The theory never fails.
I'm gonna go with it's crazy how that I'm now resorting to Hafid's tactics, bro. I'm gonna go with a draw, but just praying to God that I'm happy at the end of the weekend because Arsenal won. But I think that we drew at the bridge last season. I think it happened again.
Everyone's copying Barca boys theory.
There's also some track record there. Relax. There's some track record there. But yeah, it's.
Anyone back at Chelsea win here? Someone put their balls on the table. Back at Chelsea win.
I'm backing Chelsea to win.
Let's go, man.
And that's because Sancho's not playing.
Damn.
And by the way, it's already started. This man's sick for 3 straight games. He's sick for 3 straight games. It's already started, guys. It's already started.
Max is like, we'll be there no matter what. We'll be there. That's kind of wild. Yeah, I don't know. Sancho might just be a hardcore prem flop. I don't know. And then who's left? Austin. What we got?
I've been going like
you've been going Chelsea like 3 weeks in a row, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I do trust Enzo. Like, I do think Enzo is the right guy for Chelsea, and I think if they give him time, he will come good. But like, I mean, I could see all 3 results because, like Hafid said, Chelsea don't perform well against top 6, but Arsenal's in free fall. I mean, not really free fall, but they're going down. Like,
But Arsenal again in the past year and a half have not lost the top 6 game.
And it's away, and like Jose said, like they're more of a away team. Like I could see this game easily go 3 different ways. So
I might be the only one that does not see a Chelsea win though, but I can see why you could see it. I just don't see it at all.
I mean, I think this game might end in a draw, but I'm just picking Chelsea just because for the banter. And
yes, honestly, sir, we love it.
Honestly, if Chelsea do win this game, I feel like it's gonna be like an 87th minute goal or some shit like that.
That'd be crazy.
I have a weird feeling Arsenal's gonna win. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with Arsenal because I don't know. Like right. I just got it.
Remember Arsenal's been talking about all this week. Oh, if we play against Inter at Chelsea, we'll win comfortably. So they've been not talking the talk, but they're back in their play. So
I don't know who's saying we'll win comfortably, but I did hear that say that like if we play the way we did, we can win at Chelsea. We can win away. So like I agree with that statement.
I will say Odegaard, if he doesnn't play.
Bro, he better fucking play. He better fucking play. I'm gonna lose my mind. Declan has a broken toe, and like he's still to be determined. So we might see Merino again out of necessity, but it might be Merino party.
Some painkillers, he'll be all right.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Anytime it's a broken toe, it's just pain, like pain tolerance. To be honest, so yeah, shoot some needles in, whatever you got to do, bro. Get your ass out there. Yeah, do what you got to do. But all right, man, that's it. We got all of our predictions. You said Arsenal, right, Austin?
Yep.
All right, man. So we got Arsenal, Chelsea, but kind of a cheeky Chelsea pick and a draw.
So someone's winning.
Somebody's winning, yeah. But yeah, man, we'll see how it goes. Those are our predictions for game week 11. If you haven't done so already, like the video down below, subscribe to the channel. We're going to hold everybody accountable for next week's video, which will come during the international break. Got something fun planned for that video. So again, subscribe down below and stay tuned. For everybody here at Yanks to the Roundtable, my name's Jose. That's Austin. That's Hafid. That's Max. Catch you guys next time.